Yeah, guys, good evening to you. Depending on who you ask, for better or worse, it's becoming a lot harder to pay for things using cash and easier to use a card or even your phone. Well, that has some lawmakers here at the Capitol concerned. From restaurants and bars to the Bricktown Ballpark and even the Paycom Center, the amount of businesses and establishments that no longer accept cash is growing. While some applaud the ease of using a card or even a service like Apple Pay to buy things, some Oklahoma lawmakers are raising the alarm.
Cash is legal tender. We do not want to lose that.
Oklahoma State Representative David Hardin's bill would require retailers to accept cash as a form of payment. It would also punish a business with hefty fines if they still refused to accept cash.
If they don't want to accept cash, then maybe they should move to another state.
Some businesses that KOCO has talked with say they went cashless for safety reasons, like Boomtown Creamery in the Uptown 23rd District did last year after a string of armed robberies in the area.
If I can remove the incentive from someone coming in and trying to rob us, and it makes my staff feel safer and it keeps my store safer, I'm going to do that.
As the bill was heard in front of the Banking and Finance Committee Monday afternoon, some lawmakers wanted to see more exceptions like safety reasons added to the bill.
Just walk me through why we think it's okay for us to be telling private industry what they can and cannot accept as far as and set their own policies.
Rep. Hardin stood by his bill.
We need to protect our freedoms to pay in cash.
The cashless ban bill passed out of that committee in an 8-2 vote. And now that that bill has passed out of the committee, it can move forward to a full hearing on the House floor.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give our praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone for teaching me the truth 100% securely. And I'd like to give a salutation to the Akim and Akwak while listening and studying to show ourselves approved. This is Brother Bayan from the Tulsa, Oklahoma, Hebrew Israelite Camp, coming back to you with another quick lesson. And as you can see in the opening clip, there was a law that these politicians was trying to pass, and clearly they don't understand the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. So we know that law is not going to get that bill is not going to be passed. All right, my archaeologist did a beautiful lesson on that, a quick lesson on that earlier, well stating, and I think the title of it was you can't stop the laws of the prophecy. Loosely paraphrasing, right? But in this particular lesson, I wanted to go into what is going to be what you're going to expect when CBDC rolls out. Okay, and then it's an article which I actually put it in my community tab that I actually wanted to read. Okay, and as you can see, it says the CBDC Indoctrination has begun. And when you saw in the beginning of the clip, you saw the business owner who actually said her reasoning for wanting to not accept cash was to fend off or get rid of theft or robbery. Okay, and she basically in her mind she thinks this is going to be a safe environment if we go cashless. Okay, and that is pretty much a part of the indoctrination, which is lined up perfectly with this article right here. All right, and so this is an article written by James Hickman. All right, and then he actually posted it on Valentine's Day, which is the pagan holiday. All right, so right here he says, imagine life can often be pretty difficult for today's high school student. Matter of fact, I'm going to just get straight to the point because he put a lot of stuff in here that was just kind of pointless, right? But I'm going to go down to the fourth or fifth paragraph where he was talking about an interesting conversation he had with a friend that was from Spain. Okay. He said, yesterday a close friend of mine who lives in Spain told me that his son, a high school senior, had been getting lessons on school about central bank digital currency, or CBDC. If you're not familiar with the concept, a CBDC is essentially a cryptocurrency that is controlled by the government, central bank, and so far at least half of dozen CBDC have been rolled out around the world, including in Russia and China and India. All right, and I've done lessons on that in the past about this, and it says, reading on in the article, it said, now government already have the means to track you and monitor your finances, Okay, and see now right here in this article, you understand why that law, that bill that their politicians tried to pass is not going to work. Because right here, when you read this again in the article, it said now government already have the means to track you and monitor your finances. So that's the ultimate goal for the devil, Esau Edom, so-called white man who control this society. Well, ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the one in control. So he allowed them to do this for a short period of time. As a matter of fact, when you go and read Revelation 12 and 12, we go get that real quick, and then we go and read on in an article, and we'll close this out. I'm not gonna make it too long, but it's just a quick lesson just to further prove that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is he's not slack concerning his promises. He promised these prophecies are going to come to pass. Okay, so this is Revelation 12 and 12, and it said, therefore rejoice ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay, and within this short time, they're going to come down having a great wrath, and having a great wrath is being able to track, monitor you. Okay, trap you into getting that RFID CHIP, which is the mark of the beast. Okay, that's them having a great wrath. All right, they're trying to get total control. So going back into the article, which is gonna give more emphasis on what these devils are trying to do, and they said they can force financial institute and credit card issuers to turn over your entire financial history. They can order bank and brokerage firms to freeze your assets. All right. And then he went into a history of something that recently happened, right? And he said, if you remember what happened in the Canada during the Freedom Convoy protest, Justin Trudeau Castro used his emergency power cut to protesters off from financial system. All right. And there was another system. There was another incident where a young lady in Australia who actually had their RFID CSIP in her hand, and she posted something online. At first, she had a commercial saying how good it was to have and so on and so forth. And then she posted something online that went against the mark of the beast, that went against the beast system, and all of her finances were cut off, and she was not able to get inside her room or anything like that. Okay, so that's what these devils are aiming for: total control. All right, so reading on the article, and he said they had no access to their bank account, ATM, or even crowdfunding platform. Government already have the power to do all these things, but CBDC take this power to a much higher level because there's no more middleman. Government authorities wouldn't have to bother going to bank, brokers, and credit card company. They could simply deactivate your fund with their mouth clip. Okay? And then he gave a sarcastic reply saying, have fun trying to buy groceries. All right. And he said, now, even though only a handful of CBDC have been rolled out around the world, there are over 100 central banks that are developing their own CBDC, and that includes both the United States and the European Union. And he said, my friend's sons, again, a high school senior, explained that his teacher are absolutely gushing over the idea of CBDC. Okay, and that goes to those who are worshiping the image of the beast, as you can read in Revelation the 13th chapter. Okay, because there's gonna be a whole lot of group of people that's gonna worship and gush over it. They're gonna glorify this system. All right, and you see some of the business owners are already glorifying it. All right, but this is Revelation 13 and 12, and he says he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose daily wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven and on the earth in the sight of men. All right. And in verse 14, he says, and deceiveth them that dwelleth on the earth by means of those miracles which had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image of the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. In verse 15, it said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay? And they're heading that in that direction. All right. And so, this is just a quick lesson. I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit more. All right. Going back into the article, it said, my son's friend, again in a high school senior in Spain, explained that his teachers are absolutely gushing over the idea of CBDC. In their class, which covers banking, mortgage, and financial system, they're telling the kids that probably within a year, the new digital euro will be rolled out and eventually will become mandatory. You see that? Cash will cease to exist and all money will be registered with the European Central Bank. Your army of the bureaucrat will know what's happening in real time to every single euro in existence, and there will be no way of getting around it. Financial privacy will be a thing of the past. Okay? And so that right there is just a quick lesson. Matter of fact, we get Second Thessalonians. As you said, these are all signs and powers and signs and lying wonders. Okay? Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. So lock your bed with me for a minute. All right, 2 and 3. Matter of fact, we'll go and read on down, and we'll jump to verse 8, verse 7. When Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and 7, it said, for the iniquity, for the mysteries of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way. Okay, and that is Yahweh Ba'atim Yahushai, who will let and be. All right, this is Yahweh Ba'atim Yahushai, who will let and pretty much take these devils out of the way. All right. And so, as I said earlier, that Yahweh Ba'atim Yahushai is allowing them to have temporary control. Hence Revelation 12 and 12, because the devil knows that he got but a short time. Okay? So, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 7 again from the top, it said, for the mysteries of iniquity doeth already work, only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way. In verse 8 was the point, and he said, and then shall a wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Those are the prophets on the corner who are teaching that these devils are getting ready to mandate that RFID Okay? In verse 9, it says, even him who cometh after the workings of Satan with all powers and signs and lying wonders. And these are one of those powers and signs and lying wonders. You saw the opening clip. They had the business owner who was pretty much glorifying it. And then you got some people all the way in Europe and Spain area who pretty much gushing over the same beast system. Okay? And it said in verse 10, and it says, and with all deceivingness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right? And so, even though you had this politician there who was still trying to say cash is legal tender and so on and so forth, which you can't offset prophecy, all right? There was a underlying truth within it in his method of trying to save America. And America, as we know it, is going to be destroyed. All right. And so right along with all of these other people that are going along with this system, this beast system, especially these business owners, they're going along with the system, getting basically setting up cashiers just to accept the RFID. Okay, that's the part of the beast system. All right. All right, so verse 11 it says, and for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Okay, well, hence the title right here, the CBDC Indoctrination has begun. Okay, and it really has. All right, you see the business owner, how they gushing over it, and you got people all the way in overseas in different countries who pretty much going and have the same mindset, gushing over this market of beast. Okay. All right, so I just wanted to share that. All right, so we go back and get Revelation 13. What we just left off, Revelation 13. I believe we left off at 15. Okay, which we'll go ahead and read that. And it said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And how he got power to give life unto the image of the beast? Because he controlled the whole, he controlled the earth right now. Okay, so he can spread the lie. He give life to the image of the beast by his lies and his indoctrination. All right, and he says, and that, and and that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So those who refuse to get the MOTB, that's going to be the lot that we're going to be in. We're going to be faced with people trying to kill you. All right, in verse 16, and he said, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And this is the exact reason, the exact prophecy of the reason why they will not allow their bill to get to pass, to go through to the conference or the federal the House. Okay, that's why they got to put that bill on hold. Okay, in verse 17, and it says, and that no man might buy or sell, say that he have the mark or the number of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him have understanding. Count the number of the beast, for it is the number of the man, and his number is 666. All right, and we'll end it off with one more precept. All right, so that last precept would pretty much be Revelation 14:9. Okay, because if anybody get that mark of the beast, they will be destroyed by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, point blank period. Don't believe these other camps say if you get this MOTB, you can repent from it and so on and so forth. It's a damn fake, it's a bald-faced lie. All right, so this Revelation 14:9, and it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Okay, that mark is the charisma. And it said the same must drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which is poured without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel and in the presence of the Lamb. And it says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they shall have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast of his image, and whosoever receive the mark of his name. You see that? And so anybody that go along with this system, this CBDC system that these devils are setting up, will be destroyed by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and it's going to come by those thermonuclear missiles. All right, so Lord willing, this is edifying. And with that, we give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone for teaching me the truth 100% securely. Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom.